What's up YouTube, Skiz1 here, and today I have a tag tutorial for you guys. I've gotten quite a few requests the past little while to do one of these, and also I just kind of want to do one because I really don't like seeing like newer graffiti artists starting off the wrong way. So I'll explain more about what I mean by that when I get into the tutorial. First, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to fellow artists. Their channel name is Karkajak, if that's how you pronounce it. I'll leave a link on screen to one of their videos. Basically, they need to be seen. They're much underrated, so check them out. So before I start, though, I just want to say I'm not in any way claiming that I'm like a master at tags or anything. I don't think I'm great at them, but I have been doing graffiti for six and a half-ish years now. So basically, I know what it's like starting off. I have been there, and when I started off, I did everything in the wrong order. It took me, because of that, it took me a lot longer to start progressing and to start building my talent. So hopefully I can help you guys avoid that for newer artists and even more experienced artists too. I can keep you guys on track. So the first thing I basically wanted to talk about was, of course, you have your name that you write, whatever. The biggest flaw in new artists that I see is a lot of people just want to go straight to like complex stuff, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I just watched this video of these great artists, so I'm gonna try and do exactly what they're doing. So just as a really bad example, because like people start off by doing like crazy whatever stuff because they want to make it look really good and whatever. Basically, they're left with like a load of crap like that. Like that's the biggest thing you should not do when you start. You need to start off simple. So people really overlook simplicity a lot. I don't know why, but if you want to start progressing, you need to start off simple. So the first thing you should do when you figure out a name you want to use is just basically write it down. It doesn't have to be in any style whatsoever, just write it. So, for example, I'll use the word cans. See, just like that, nothing complex about it. I mean, you can add like little stars or whatever, like, you know, underline, all that fancy stuff, but basically you just want to start off writing your name simple. See, that looks so much better than if I had just gone on in and gone like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make this look really good right away, and done something like that. Like, that obviously looks much better. It's bolder, it's cleaner, it's just a better style, even though it's not really a style. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is you have to progress to the more complicated stuff. You need to start off simple. It's kind of like wild style. Starting off, when you get into piecing and that kind of thing, you can't start with complicated just pieces. You're going to get blown out of the water because you have basically, you're not at that level yet. You're not comfortable enough to do that. So of course, like with wild style, you have to start off with straight letters, then move to a bit more complex stuff, start adding like a few arrows, whatever, but you have to work up to that. That's basically what I'm saying. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is basically for like a structure of a tag. Any letter in like any different situation can look bad. What you need to do is all your letters basically have to be the same style. I mean, sure, there's artists that do like crazy stuff, like even just in tags that have like different styles throughout each different letter, but they're like next level artists. They've been doing that. They know how to make it work. But if you're just starting off, the best way to make it look good is just try and make your style of each letter match up. So basically what I mean by that, earlier I said that any letter can look bad in any situation. Um, so if I just do like a quick S here, that's not a great S by any means, but say that looks halfway decent right now. But if I were to just put some other stuff next to it, all of a sudden that looks terrible because all this stuff is next to it. So it's like each letter I did here is a different style. This is like, I did it a very curvy way. This I did straight. That, I don't know what I was doing. In the end, I just basically was scribbling. So you have to keep it the same style. So, for example, again, I can do, just as a very simple part of my name, see, since my name has the S, the C, the I, and the Z, the S and the C are obviously like curved letters, so I try and make the Z match up with that by doing like a backward S. Basically, my point is, they're all curved like that, so that obviously looks much better than that. I mean, this is not great by any means either, but you can tell the difference. Hopefully I'm getting my point across. Another thing, there's no point when you should just be satisfied with your tag. You should always be progressing it. Like there's never ever been a good artist where they just say, okay, my tag is this now, I'm never going to change it again. You always progress because what you like to do is always going to change, and your style is always going to keep progressing. Therefore, so will your tag. Next thing, for practicing, like just to improve, one thing you can do, what I like to do is just pick random words sometimes and just write them out. For example, like I have a whiteboard in my room, so if I'm reading something and I just see a word I like, I'll go over to my whiteboard and like sketch it out first really simple, and then I'll take parts that I like, keep that, erase it, and just write it out again and try and make it a bit better than it was before, and I'll fool around with that word for like 10 minutes or something. It's a lot easier to play with one word longer once you're more experienced, but just starting off, even you can just pick random words out of a book or something and just write them down once each. A lot of people say, well, I can't do that because I only know how to make a good style with my tag name. Basically, they're stuck in the mind frame that everything you put down on papers has to look just as good as your tag. It really doesn't. Like your tag, you've been progressing that from the day you started writing that name. For this random word, it's just completely new to you, so you have to start off simple again. That's just something I like to do to help me progress and whatnot. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope it helped. I'd like you guys to remember that, again, I'm not great at tags or anything like that. I probably just proved that, but I have been in the situation of being a beginner, so I know from experience the things that will get you caught up and will stop you from progressing. So hopefully this helped you avoid those traps, kind of. Again, hope it helped. If you want to check out some of my other videos, I'll leave them on screen right now for a few seconds. Tell me if you guys want more tutorials. Tell me what you thought of this one, if it was helpful or not. Hit the like or the dislike. Honestly, it's appreciated either way. Subscribe if you like. That would be much appreciated as well. I'm thinking of making like some t-shirt designs. Tell me if you guys would maybe be interested in any of that. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say, so take it easy.